Please ask for a bed. Let's start the event. All right, thank you. I mean, you name it, and walking is the fastest and the quickest solution for all of us to get towards fitness. And you know, this campaign is not just for Reliance; it's for the entire country. So we're here talking about how we want to bring a change in not just the lives of the immediate people that we are working with, but in the lives of people across the nation.
A lot of what was being introduced was correct, but some was incorrect. I haven't made as much money yet. So there is a bit of a challenge out there on that side. The other things were partly true. But thank you everyone for being here in this large strength, and real pleasure to be with you this evening. And thank you Malaika for being here and for partnering with us towards this cause of driving fitness. So this is something that sort of began a little bit from my personal life, and sort of figured out that it has to be done with a lot more rigor than what is
people across different cinemas, not just Indian cinema. And my first question to you is...
Actually, firstly, good evening everybody. Before you ask me my question, I think, like you said, Chal Chhaiya Chhaiya, I've been doing, this is Chal Walk Pe Chal. I've been doing Chhaiya Chhaiya. There is a similarity if you go to see. So I have been doing many steps since then. So by now I must have clocked
100 crores. Of course, you've been so passionate about fitness. You've, whether it's Pilates, yoga, different sort of gym workouts. How delightful.
Moon, powered by Fraternity on such an amazing initiative. I think it's fantastic. Round of applause to each one of you in the room. I think you had said earlier about, protection and longevity and things. I think all of that completely resonates with me when it comes to life insurance. And I think a fit life, not just mind and body, I think it really allows you to achieve so much more in life. It gives you that impetus to be better, to achieve more. And I think that purely comes from a fit mind and body. I mean, everything, you may have all of it in life. By the grace of God, you may have everything here with you all today.
Let's give a big round of applause to Malaika. I think you'll be my favorite person to follow on Instagram and across various social medias, because there's so much, it's inspiring to see you so fit every day. Do you ever have a cheat day?
Of course I have a cheat day. Everybody has a cheat day.
What
is a cheat day without, what is the point of doing all of this if you don't have that cheat day? You've got to give yourself, you've got to give your body that. That's why you smile and that's why you glow.
Right, the glow. That's the glow, guys, you're talking about. The cheat day gets you the glow.
Absolutely.
So, okay, now that we're here, why don't we actually have like a round of very simple questions to both of you to sort of just understand how committed to, how both of you are towards fitness. Yeah. So next question I'm going to ask you, Ashish. I want to know, this is such a unique idea, going to the moon and coming back, taking those 100 crore steps. How did that come about? And was it your brainchild? No, but how did that come about?
So this wasn't the naming was not my brainchild. It was some other women in the team. And when I asked them the same question, they told me that Mission Moon is important to us because आप लोगों को जिंदगी में कभी ना कभी इश्क हुआ होगा, उस वक्त आपने चांद को देख करके कुछ चीजें कही होंगी. So we want you to fall in love with this whole mission and the whole fitness as much as you fell in love with the moon and the,
whole idea of
the whole idea of
I totally love this romantic approach to fitness.
But trust women to come up with something like that, right? They always add that little tadka of love
It
into
was
it.
definitely women in my company. They said,
Now, you've of course aced fitness in different levels, but what is really your fitness mantra and what kind of workouts do you really enjoy? And, personally, how are you going to contribute to this campaign?
I think everybody's idea of fitness may vary. Everybody has a different approach towards fitness, and in today's day and age, there's so much available in terms of whether you hit the gym, whether you do yoga, whether you Zumba. There's so much available to you. But nothing compares to walking, and I say that with a lot of authority, because I think you don't need a gym. You don't need a dedicated space. You can walk anywhere and everywhere. It's free. That's what it is. It is free. You know, it is.
We love free.
And who doesn't like anything free, right? So I think that in itself is a great initiative. I mean, to know that you're not bound by a particular place or particular person, or bound by say an amount of money or whatever it may be. Walk. I think it's brilliant. It's great for your self-esteem. It's great for your day-to-day existence. So I think for me that it begins over there. And you don't need a particular time. You choose any time of the day, any time. I see them day in and day out of my life in my workspace. They're always on their toes. They're always running from pillar to post, covering this event, covering us, coming out of various places. They're always. So I mean, honestly, if you see, you had said earlier that it's not easy. Their lives are very hectic. I'm sure these guys must be clocking a lot of steps just by what they're doing day in and day out. So great job. You'll do a very good job every day. Continue doing that, guys.
Thank you.
And while you're saying this, while you guys are doing such great jobs, I think you should all get on to this app, Joining Rewards. A lot of free merchandise. Of course, it's all fitness related. You get a lot of free classes here, there. There's a tie-up with over 10,000 gyms across India. So it's not just limited to Bombay. It's not just limited to a city or a state. It's across India. You guys can have a really walk to fitness while you still continue to
Walk Pay Chal Mission Moon campaign and the initiative to share some of your stories on social media, because I think one story will inspire somebody else and that story inspires somebody else, so that is a chain reaction by itself. So please share your stories. It really inspires each one of us.
Hashtag walk picture. Bahut simple hai. Again, Ashish, the same question to you. What is your fitness mantra? And of course, you've already seen you contributed 70,000 steps. But what's your goal? What are you seeking to achieve?
so I'm a late entrant into this game.
From Reliance, who's going to challenge him? 3 lakh steps?
3 lakh steps.
3 lakh steps?
Come on, guys.
Two challenges.
You can do
Come
that.
on, all of you
course.
can challenge him.
I'm telling you, a challenge is always great.
Yeah. Brownie points from him, plus I think a bonus.
Yes. Anybody who exceeds mine gets more bonus. Okay.
Lovely! There you go. Alright, so Malaika, a very quick question to you. You already said that earlier, but everyone in this room wants to know, you are this glam diva, but how is it that your skin, that you glow day in and day out? What do you do to maintain that glow every day of the month, week?
Knowing I have Reliance Nippon Life Insurance by my side.
And if you don't mind, I can have a take on that as well.
that cover I need, right? You need that so I can sleep well at night, and that makes me wake up feeling better. But on a serious note as well. But you were sharing some wonderful numbers with me about a policy that you were talking about, which I think I'm going to talk about very, very briefly. I may not know too much, but it's the cancer cover policy that you were telling me about it. And I think I would urge women and would urge every family to take this cancer cover, because I think it's something that will definitely benefit in the long run. And like you said, there is a sense of protection. There is a sense of feeling that there is somebody taking care about your well-being, feeling secure, feeling protected. So I would urge everybody to have a look at that. I will be at the end of this chat and today's session. I will be doing it because I just got to know about it and I think it's fantastic. So yes, that's what helps me sleep well and get a glow.
There you go. Like, I mean,
But
it's
I
pretty
have to-
simple. As long as you're safe and secure,
Yes.
you feel
good.
great.
But having said that, I want to congratulate you firstly on your mission to wanting to to lose weight, and that you embarked on something that is so wonderful. But I also always tell people that being fit is not about losing weight, about dieting, about skipping meals. It's not. That's not what fitness is all about. Fitness is a state of mind. Fitness it's a very personal journey. So don't let losing weight, I think that is a byproduct. A size is a byproduct of being fit, and that will happen eventually if you are rather determined about it. But I think just being fit, that is the most important. So
Absolutely.
embark upon the walk pe chal.
Very well said. Very well said. Last. Thank you and heartiest congratulations. Also, the most congratulations. Thank you so much. And thank you so much. I would request Malaika and Ashish sir to stay back.
Say doctors used to diagnose, right? It used to be about treatment. Then life went towards preventing disease. And then life's now gone towards wellness, to say how do you avoid, how do you permanently live well. And therefore that is the theme we are trying to adopt as a life insurance company, that besides protection, it's also prolonging life. And that's the reason we took this message of wellness. Mission Moon, like I was saying, it sort of coincided to say that love the mission as much as you would have loved the moon someday in your life, and therefore 100 crore steps to the moon and back. It is just a number, it's just a phrase that we thought everybody would associate with. The whole public should associate with that phrase, and therefore join this mission towards the moon.
Malaika, you've given a stop to your age.
Well, I follow a combination of exercises, various exercises that I've been introduced to and that I like doing. But there are a few, for example, like walking is something which is part of my daily life. Daily, there's not a single day where I do not incorporate walking in my routine. Yoga is something I swear by. I think the benefits of yoga I don't need to start telling you, because everybody knows the benefits of yoga. So that is something I do as well. And I think whatever you feel, whatever आपको सूट होता है, whatever आपको अच्छा लगे, आपको वही करना चाहिए. Because if you enjoy swimming, then you should do that. If you enjoy going to the gym and lifting weights, you should do that. Functional training, as long as it is something that motivates you. And I genuinely think whatever time you give to fitness, it could be 1 hour, half an hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours, whatever. That time is your time. It's your personal time. You should make the most of that time and be dedicated to that time. So you pick that time and use it for yourself, because I think just giving yourself that little me time in a day, I think goes very long in life. That's what I think.
All right, moving on to the next question.
मैं आपको चांद सितारे आपको लेके आऊँ, तोड़ के लेके आऊँगा. So there's no better way of expressing it. So that's also why he said that's where the concept, I think, originated. So walk to the moon and back. So I think that's wonderful. Yes, you should be able to do that for your loved one, right?
Absolutely.
Walk to the moon and back.
Absolutely.
The other way is like हथेली पे चांद दिखा है, that has a different meaning also.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
देखो
But
अगली वाली बनाएंगे तो उस तरह का बनाते हैं कि हाथ पे चांद वाला कुछ.
मेरे हथेली पे चांद दिखाना means like the marketing strategy, I don't know, like you have to show something else, you give something else.
Okay, moving on.
Something
Moving
like
on to
that.
our next question. Do we have a question back? Okay, we've got a lady here on the front row. Can we please pass her a mic? Sir, यहाँ पे front row में.
I think ये बहुत ही अच्छा कैंपेन है आई थिंक जी हाँ बहुत लोग यहाँ पे जो ऑफिसेज में काम करते हैं जैसे हमने कहा दे लीड अ वेरी सेडेंटरी लाइफ वक्त नहीं मिलता कोई एक्सरसाइज करने के लिए लेकिन जब मैं ये बिल्डिंग के अंदर आई इस वंडरफुल ऑफिस स्पेस में आई थी मैंने एक जिम देखा वहाँ पे एंड आई वाज सो इम्प्रेस्ड आई मीन आई थिंक मेरा चेहरा एकदम खिल गया because I said wow you have a gym over here it's so amazing because I think it's such a wonderful initiative or it's a wonderful push in the right direction from the company from the people who believe in a certain way of life who produce better productivity that is what it is so I'm really happy to see that I've seen that in a couple of other institutions as well and I think that's really wonderful. This campaign Walk Pe Chal is very simple. आपको बस walk ही करना है. It's not difficult. You don't need anything. You don't need equipment. You don't need a designated space. We are just trying to motivate you to do something good for yourself, for your personal self. So I think just try it. Start by doing a few steps. जैसे हम कहते हैं कि baby steps लो. And make every step count. That's how it should be until you reach your desired goal. So start it and I can assure you, you will feel so much better. So I would urge everybody, not just you, not just the employees, I would urge the employees to urge your friends, your family, your near and dear ones to do the same and be part of this wonderful opportunity and get onto the Fiternity app and actually track your progress. It's very good.
Absolutely, and post the progress. I think the more we see, and we see the updates from people on social media, the more idea of how you said, let's challenge each other. Let's set a goal of the number of steps you want to walk in a day or a week or a month, and really have that healthy competition. So and you get rewarded in return. So there's a lot of free merchandise, a lot of stuff that you gain from being a part of this campaign. So really make use of this. Any more questions?
Malaika, you are the brand ambassador of this or like this company?
It's been a rather overwhelming day of sorts and I'm also following it and think जैसे आपने कहा कि I'm still processing it but in due course of time I think we shall all have opinions about it. But today let's just talk about Walk Pe Chal mission.
Absolutely. Thank you.
To be here with for the Reliance Nippon Life Insurance Walk Pe Chal mission move powered by Fiternity. I think it's a wonderful campaign that they're running and it's a wonderful challenge. And I think I would urge everybody out there to get onto the Fiternity app and all you need to do is download the hashtag Walk Pe Chal mission mood campaign and join it and you can track your steps, how many steps that you've taken and what we want and what we're looking for is 100 crore steps in a matter of 30 days, in a matter of 1 month and to see the maximum number that you can actually achieve would be wonderful because it really has a wonderful cause attached to it for every 3,500 steps that you do. Reliance will be donating 1 rupee to a very good cause, a mother-child cause, to make sure that there's nutrition for mother-child, and I think it's a wonderful initiative in partnership with this NGO. So go for it, do it, be part of it, join it, share your stories, share your every move, every step that you do on social media so that we can build this community and make it larger.
बस लास्ट क्वेश्चन आशीष सर ये बताइए मैम जो ये लोग प्रेस वाले और आम जनता जो अगर हैशटैग पे जाके क्लिक करेंगे तो साइट का नाम क्या है which page you have made for
So you should type hashtag WalkPechal, WALKPECHA.
on which page on Facebook, Twitter and
Just
Instagram?
go to Google if you like and just do hashtag WalkPechal. It'll redirect you to all of these sites and you can click download the app. On all of these pages this is available. You can download this app, become a part of the movement, become a part of this community, make India a healthier place, a better place.
In the sense कि like we were thinking like they are probably something they are bothering you and now it seems like you are very happy with the people.
आप बोल रही हैं I give you maximum interviews at every function.
Function, yeah.
I may not say much, but I'm very very wonderful to you.
So I've never ever.
In the sense, probably you're getting what I'm trying to say to you.
No, I'm not getting what you're trying to say. I've always been very wonderful with the media. I've always given the media all the due and credit. And today, because it required me to say that purely because I see how much you all run around and how many steps you all take in a day. So I felt I had to talk about it.
Okay, and Malaika, just please, as you have said, you have always said wonderful, been wonderful to us. थोड़ा सा elaborate कर दो जो आपने अभी last question का था ना, जो बोला कि lot has been said for today's day, Article 370 के बारे में बोल दीजिए मैम, अब आगे बात
See,
करें.
like I said, I don't think this is a platform to be discussing
सर आपकी
political
परमिशन से
matters.
मैंने देश का ही मतलब है.
नहीं, ये किसी का परमिशन नहीं, मैं खुद आपको I do not, I think मैं काफी grown up हूँ to say what I have to say. I don't need to take permission. But I don't think ये एक जगह है, I don't think ये एक platform है जहाँ पे हम discuss कर सकते हैं. I'm sure we can have a further discussion at a later stage. But like I said, today is a pretty historic day in terms of where we are talking about Article 370, and I'm sure we will have a further discussion at a.
स्टेप सही है क्या गलत है? सरकार का स्टेप सही है क्या गलत है?